Back in our second intermission, time for the Saturday headlines with Elliotte Friedman.
Ron, well, one of the storylines everyone was keeping an eye on today was an update on Jack Hughes, and nothing official at this time, but the news does appear positive in the sense that Hughes and the Devils and the NHL and its fans have avoided the worst-case scenario. He was injured last night as the Devils played the Blues on this play, went in quite hard. He will miss time. I think everybody understands that. But again, it does appear as if the worst case scenario here, thankfully, has been avoided. A lot of angst in Oiler Nation as they lost again today to the Nashville Predators. They're now 2-7-1 on the season. But the word in Edmonton tonight is quiet. Not expecting any news. And we'll just see where this goes over the next couple of days and games. It sounds like right now a lot of talk about have to fix it internally. Do wonder if Stuart Skinner, though, does get a run in goal. It was a newsy day in Toronto this morning. The Maple Leafs talking about a team meeting that they had yesterday, a day after Timothy Liljegren was injured in Boston. It involved the players, the head coach, and the general manager. Sheldon Keefe saying today he didn't like anything about, or he hated everything about the reaction or non-reaction to the play. And one of the things the organization talked about was that champions defend and stand up for each other. Just a couple of instances from recent. The Rangers were upset about this Sebastian Aho play the other day. There's Alexis Lafreniere and barking at Aho. And then later on in the game, Jacob Trouba on a face-off tried to fight with Aho. Nothing happened, obviously, but that was a case where the Rangers stood up for Adam Fox. And then another one that really was talked about a lot the last couple of days was Robert Bortuzzo goes into Vasilevsky. Look at the lightning here, and everybody goes at Bortuzzo. That's one of the things that the Maple Leafs talked about. In the past, it would be our deterrent is our power play. As one player said, that is in the past and not the attitude that we're going to have now. A couple other things to keep an eye on with Brett Pesce coming back from injury. There is word Carolina is looking to move a defenseman. The name hearing a lot out there is Tony DeAngelo, but there are other things that the Carolina Hurricanes will potentially consider, and this could be a very big week for Patrick Kane. I think it's possible he's going to start narrowing down some of the teams that he's interested in and are interested in him. I still think he's a few weeks away from playing, but I think we're getting at least a few days closer to him narrowing down the list, Ron.
Hey, Elliotte, reaction in Ottawa to Michael Andlauer's chat the other day. I'd like to get that from you. And I'd also like to clarify, they have to give up a first-rounder now, forfeiture for the Dodonov mess. 24, 25, or 26, they get to declare. But I asked you, could they make a trade with, say, Vegas, and it would be the 32nd pick overall, and use that one to expose? And you said
it's their pick.
It has to be the Ottawa Senators pick.
It's their
draft
pick.
order.
Yes.
So that's important. What about that reaction to Andlauer's talk?
Look, I think if you ask the Senators fans, Ron, they feel sometimes disrespected. You look at their building when the Canadians are there, it's the Canadians fans. When the Maple Leafs are there, it's the Maple Leafs fans. Michael Andlauer stood up for the Senators fans, and it was red meat for them. They loved it, and they love to see an owner who stands up for them.